All right, here we are in a run and driving video of our 28,000 mile 1985 Corvette C4. All original, just beautiful victory red. You can see we got the four-way flashers going. You can see how beautiful and clean all the, how clear all the lights are. Just got a nice little rumble. You can see license plate lights working. Go ahead and pop the hood. I'll put the headlights down. See those go down nice and quick. See the underhood lights working. It's just running really nice and smooth, nice and quiet, no belt squealing, no shaking, no noises, of course. I mean, this car is really just like new with 28,000 miles. I mean, it's just mint. Hopefully you guys can check out the underside video and all the pictures, because it is unbelievable on the bottom side of this car. Okay. Go ahead and we'll turn off the four ways. Hopefully you guys can see all the gauges and stuff like that. So here you have different selections. It changes them. You do instead of oil pressure, oil temperature, your fuel range. Fuel range is over here. Your fuel economy, stuff like that. Your coolant temp instead of volts. So you'll see your coolant temp. And that's the temperature these things kind of run at. The fans on these things, I don't think kick on until like 240 or 235 or something crazy. So you'll see that change. You'll see the miles per gallon, stuff like that change. There's the trip. And then that fuel range, I'm not sure what range is, if that's how much miles you have till empty. There's the oil temperature. You can see the RPMs, it's idling nice and smooth. You know, the no check engine light on here. So this stays pretty dark. You'll have the security that blinks when the car's off. The check engine light, you know, comes on, you know, just kind of like a check light. But that's just a start up. E-brake on. So the e-brake doesn't stay up. This is how it's designed. But so you always want to look and make sure your e-brake's not on. So we'll put in. You can see that the foot's off. Take the e-brake off, so you know that works good. Got your windshield wipers are located over here. And they got a really cool pattern how they come out like that. But they're brand new, so I don't want to smoke those out. But it does have intermediate, so you got a couple different speeds. You'll see the doors lock, unlock. Power window switches are located right here. Got heated mirrors. Of course they go down too, of course you can see. The AC was converted over to 134. Heater works really good. So hopefully you can hear the fan at all different speeds. And hopefully you saw as I walked on the video, the antenna was up and the other video was down because the car was off. So the antenna goes up and down as it should. And you'll hear it kind of change to heater. Kind of bogs down a little bit. All that stuff works good. Cup holder and ashtray opens nice and smooth, doesn't get hung up or anything like that. So you can see the power mirrors left. Hopefully you could see that. Right. Everything works. See, your cigarette lighter works good. Power seat on the driver's side. Up, down. None of the motors are having any issues. It has I think it's like, I don't know how many different adjustments, but it's quite a few. My favorite thing about this, and then you have all these adjustments here too, so you can move the back a little bit. You can see that goes forward, and they both do. But you got the switches. This is for the passenger side. So they both got a ton of switches. All right, so we're gonna get going here. My favorite thing about the flip up headlights is watching these things come up. Hopefully you guys could see that. It's just awesome. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and hit the road here. Car runs and drives just amazing. I mean, it feels like it, you know, a brand new car. It is extremely tight. If you've never ridden a Corvette, you know, they do have some road noise and stuff like that because you're so low to the ground, but this thing just glides down the road. You know, had an oil change. You can see Mobile One oil change. It's due at 31,482, you know, back in 2019. So it just didn't really get a whole lot of miles. If you don't get the e-brake release all the way down, it doesn't engage the e-brake, so you can drive anything, but the light will come on a little bit, so you got to make sure it's all the way down, and I didn't have it all the way down there. So hopefully you can see oil pressure's looking good. Got the volts going over to temp. I mean, it just glides. It's just a really, really quiet ride, straight and smooth as can be. And pretty much you couldn't really do anything to get this thing to drive or run any better. It is just a time capsule. The leather on the steering wheel is still really nice and, you know, soft. Doesn't have that hard feel, isn't sticky or anything. It just has that, you know, feels like a brand new leather jacket when you grab a hold of it. It's really comfortable and enjoyable to drive. The bright red victory red paint just blasting back at you. It's just a beautiful color. All right, so I'll just get out here, kind of just mosey out on the highway. Hopefully with traffic allows us to get out and do some highway speeds. Hopefully you guys can see the gauges. They are digital gauges, and it's a little sunny out, so kind of with the in person you can see them great, but the GoPro is a little difficult to see with the sun glare. So we're just gonna go ahead and get on out here, and I'm just giving it like quarter throttle. It just goes really nice and smooth. Got the cruise control on. We're doing 62 miles an hour. See, foot's off. Hopefully you can see that. Got my foot moving around here. I'll go ahead and turn it off now. Give it a little bit of gas. Brakes really nice and straight and smooth. Kicks down really nice. You can see in the rearview mirror, no smoking going on or nothing like that. Car sounds is awesome. I mean, it's just got a lot of, this thing rips. I mean, 1985, you know, it's the advantage of aero. You know, you can, being low to the ground and aerodynamic, I mean, you just cut through the wind and it just scoots. But drives really nice, steers perfectly straight, stops perfectly straight, no pulling or shaking or anything like that. Gonna take you on this bumpy road here. There's a bunch of patches of puddles, just so you can see it soak up all the bumps. No rattling or anything like that. I do have the, just took the Targa top off, so I have the two different ratchet tools in the center console here, so they're kind of rattling around in the plastic, but I'll put them back in their holsters in the little compartments back there. You can see it soaks that bump up nice. This car's fun to drive. I really wish I could keep this thing, but I got two little ones and the car seats do not go in here right now in my life. You can see it's just got nice tight 90 corners here. Just a little bit of a rotation of the steering wheel, and it wants that bounce back to center. Brakes nice and smooth. Again, you can see the steering wheel just gives the right amount of resistance, no clunking, no ball joints noises, no tinging, no tie rod issues. The steering box obviously is in mint condition. I mean, look at it, just the right amount. If you're turning too much, you know the steering box is out, or if you're trying to overturn to bring it back to center, you know it's horrible. But it is just as tight as it was new. It's unbelievable. Man, this car's fun. So let's go to no reserve, everybody. So good luck.